Hi everyone, I am sitting in front of my daughter's artwork. These are all pictures that she made when she was in high school. Ooh, sorry, I don't mean to make you all nauseous. But it inspired me to talk about another woman who inspired all of us to go above and beyond what anybody ever thought was imaginable. Do you know who Amelia Earhart is? This book I'm going to read today is called I Am Amelia Earhart, and it is written by Brad Meltzer and illustrated by Christopher Eliopoulos. I hope I said his name right. So in today's story, I am going to tell you who Amelia Earhart was and why she inspired all of us to go above and beyond what anybody ever expected. To fly. Hi, I am Amelia Earhart. When I was little, people told me that girls should wear dresses and play with dolls. They said we shouldn't have unladylike adventures. Psh, I didn't agree. No siree. In fact, when I was 7 years old, my sister and I decided to build our own roller coaster in our backyard. We placed 2 planks of wood up against the side of our tool shed. Grandma's not gonna like this. Yeah, the cab was a wooden packing box with roller skate wheels attached to the bottom. We greased the wood with lard so we would move super fast. Amelia, are you sure this is a good idea? This isn't a good idea. It's the best idea. What? Yeah. Of course, I got to ride first. This was my moment. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. I still remember the wind in my face. My stomach seemed to sink. I was flying, yeah! Amelia Earhart, take it apart this instant. Oof, the crash was loud, noisy, and messy. It certainly wasn't ladylike, but it was awesome! That was so awesome! You guys say, awesome! It wasn't the last time I would fly. As I got older, I went to many air shows. When I was 23 years old, but still a kid at heart, my dad took me to meet Frank Hawks, a man who would eventually set many of his own flight records. Yeah. For $10, Hawks agreed to take me on my very first flight. You ready? Am I ready? I am ready! For 10 minutes, we flew through the sky and out over the Pacific Ocean. By the time I was 200 or 300 feet off the ground, I knew one thing. I had to fly! Yeah! To save for my flying lessons, I worked as a truck driver, which wasn't very ladylike. Move it, Mac! Move it! A stenographer, which is a fancy schmancy word for someone who writes down what people say. I was kind of like the first Google Translate or voice texting. Yeah, voice to text. I was translating what people were saying, even before cell phones. What? Yeah, that's what a stenographer does. Oh, and I was also a photographer. Say snook. 6 months after I learned to fly, I bought a bright yellow used biplane that I named Canary. Yeah, Canary is a cool name for a plane, right? Oh, and this is my instructor, a woman named Netta Snook. Yeah, Netta. Snook, that's a real name. But here's my secret. I wasn't a natural. I wasn't the best pilot. No, I just worked harder than anyone else. That's enough flying for today. No, I can do better. One more flight. Come on, one more flight. Most important, like that day on the roller coaster, I dared to do what so many said couldn't be done.
Yes, a girl flying across the Atlantic, Amelia. You sure this is a good idea?
This isn't a good idea. It's the best idea! I became the first woman to fly across the Atlantic Ocean, and then the first woman to fly by myself across the Atlantic. Back then, people took boats to get to Europe, sailing for weeks. Planes were still a new thing. In fact, on the day I took off, one magazine ran an article that said women would never be able to fly that far. Proved them wrong, because I did. Oh yeah, to do it, I had to fly for 14 hours and 56 minutes with no rest, no break. And sometimes the sun was so blinding, I could barely see where I was going. In the process, I also broke the record for crossing the ocean in the shortest time, doing it faster than any man or woman ever. Yeah, this is awesome! Come on, guys, I need another awesome! In October 1922, I broke the woman's altitude record by rising to 14,000 feet. And in July 1930, I set a speed record of over 181 miles per hour. Oh yeah. Yeah, when I broke an altitude record, which is just a fancy schmancy way of saying I went higher than anyone else. How high did I go, you ask? About 12 Empire State Buildings, straight up, baby, straight up. At a time when no woman had ever gone that high. Oh yeah. In my life, I took many flights. Every single time there was someone who said that I wouldn't be able to do it. Right. Never let anyone stop you. Whatever your dream is, chase it. Work hard for it. You will find it. It is the best lesson I can give you. Yeah. I am Amelia Earhart. I know no bounds. And I hope you'll remember that the greatest flight you'll ever take is the one no one has ever tried. Yeah. Here's me, and I have a quote. It says, "Never interrupt someone doing what you said couldn't be done." Yeah, don't tell other people not to go after their dreams, because you never know. Oh, look, here I am at age 7. And here I'm sitting in the cockpit in 1936. See, cockpit is kind of like the driver's seat of the airplane. Yeah. And here I am with my very first plane called Canary. It was yellow. This is just a black and white picture. And this is Frank Hawks, and who took me on my first flight. And this is Netta Snooks, my very first flight instructor. Yeah. The end. I am Amelia Earhart, and I know no bounds. Well, I am Dina Sherman, and I know no bounds either. And I hope you know no bounds. Fulfill your dreams. Go after what you like. Be safe, of course. Don't do anything to get hurt. But go after your dreams, and don't let anyone tell you you can't. Because anything is possible. Who knows? Well, thank you so much for watching today and joining me in today's story. Don't forget to like and subscribe below so you don't miss out on any Dina Sherman stories and more. Until next time, bye everyone.